Some people look effortlessly happy. They seem to be having fun wherever they go and whatever they do. They could be working hard, juggling responsibilities, or even struggling, but there is ease and grace in the way that they move. These people embody joy. Because these people understand something very important. Joy is not something that you chase down or you optimize through achievements. Joy comes from knowing yourself, what you want, what you don't want, and what you no longer need to control. And of course, there is a Chinese expression that beautifully captures this idea, and that expression is 知人者智，自知者明。In a recent video, I introduced you to the idea of the intelligence of play and playfulness, and the expression 童心未泯 is used to describe adults who are playful and joyful in their own lives while being highly responsible. And in a recent newsletter, I also introduced yet another term to help you identify these adults out in the wild. As you can see, my newsletters and videos don't contain the same contents. They're complementary to each other, but I'm releasing the newsletters once a week on the weekends, whereas my videos, it's a lot less frequent because honestly, like writing just comes so much easier for me, and I'm still trying to figure out how to make high quality videos. So if you want to get more of my energy, you want to hear more from me, definitely go click on the link in the description below the video to sign up to my newsletter. I promise to only send you high quality stuff. Now back to today's expression, 知人者智，自知者明. There are two parts to this expression, and don't you worry, I'm gonna go into details about what they mean, but let me just pronounce it again because it can be a bit of a tongue twister if you're not familiar with pinyin. 知人者智，自知者明. If you guys want me to explain pinyin and pronunciations more in detail in a later video, definitely leave me a comment below because I want to know if that's something that you want to learn, because pinyin can be kind of tricky. The first part of the expression 知人者智, let me break it down for you. 知 means understand or know. 人 means person or people. 者 is hard to explain, because usually this is used in conjunction with another character or as part of another expression. But for simplicity's sake, it means person in this expression. 智 means intelligent or smart. Putting it all together, 知人者智 means a person who knows other people well, who can understand other people well, is very smart. But the second part of this expression is really what tells you the secrets to joy and happiness. 自知者明. 自 means self or oneself. 知 again means know or understand. 者 means person. 明 means clear or wise. So putting it together, 自知者明 means a person who knows themselves is clear and wise. Self-awareness brings you clarity. Self-awareness is the source of wisdom that a person can have in their life. And putting the two parts together, 知人者智，自知者明, means that if you know other people well, if you're able to analyze other people, good for you, you're smart, you're intelligent. But what makes you truly wise, what makes you truly clear, and ultimately what makes you truly happy is your self-awareness. Because how many of you actually know yourself well? And this really brings me to 2 points. Things that I have observed about people who are just always joyful, happy, and full of energy in their lives. What exactly are their secrets to joy? Number one secret is that joyful people have a deep connection to themselves. Now, if you think back to my video about play and playfulness, playing requires that you relinquish the control of how other people perceive you. Playing means you're not really chasing after money or outcomes or productivity. You're just doing something that lights you up. You're doing something that brings you authentic joy that really comes from deep inside. You're doing something because it's fun, because it's an active participation with your imagination. And a strong self-awareness, being able to understand what brings you joy, means you have a strong self-concept. And what's really cool is that when you have a strong self-concept, you're less likely gonna be a people pleaser. You're less likely gonna do something just because you think you will get validation from others, or you think that you will be well received. And having a strong self-concept means you're not easily swayed by other people's influence or opinions. You really are able to see things for yourself and choose the choices that support your greatest good and your well-being. And obviously, if you choose things, people, places, activities that bring you joy and support your well-being, automatically you just become more bright, you become more joyful, and you just have more energy. You have things to look forward to, not perceptions or opinions to manage. And this brings me to the second secret of joyful people. Joyful, happy, full of energy people are able to let go of control because they know the difference between what they can and cannot control. This is super duper important because now we're talking about discernment, and discernment and self-awareness cannot exist one without the other. And again, going back to my video on 同心未眠, on the importance of play, playing actually requires that you let go of control. Because if you think about it, let's say that you're curious about something new, you want to try a new activity, you want to learn a new skill. If you are already stressed about the outcomes, like whether or not you're going to be able to learn it, or if you are already worried about whether people are going to judge you negatively because you're a beginner and you have awkward speech or awkward movements or awkward start, like if you are already putting all of these pressure on yourself to perform and be perfect right off the bat, like you're never going to try it, you're never going to do something new. And play really exists in your willingness to be a little silly, be a little bit unpolished, and be able to just let yourself be and not having to manage other people's perceptions of you. So bringing that back to the expression of the day, 知人者智, 自知者明, hopefully you understand by now that I'm inviting you to bring your focus from externally focused on how other people think of you or how the outcomes will be, back to internally focused, really trying to dig deeper into your desires, your wants, your needs, and not just the fluffy stuff, but also things like your doubts, your fears, your regrets. Because when you know your fear and the reason behind them, it is much easier then to confront these fears, try something new, and give yourself a new set of belief, guys. This is how to have fun in life. You gotta really try to get yourself out of the comfort zone because nobody else gonna do it for you. Obviously, you can admire other people, be envious of their paths, be envious of the fact that they have something that you want, but then you don't have it. And you can even question yourself, like, am I just not enough because they have what I want, I don't have it? And you can even try to copy their choices, try to copy their paths, try to have the same achievements as they do. But have you ever thought, just for 1 second, that maybe it is better to just claim your own paths and make your own paths instead? Because every single path, whatever you choose, there's going to be challenges and there are going to be difficulties. But the challenges or difficulties are only meaningful when the path that you've chosen is actually meant for you. And how do you know if it's meant for you? Self-awareness. So there you have it. Self-awareness really is the foundation and the key to have more abundance of joy and happiness in your life. Self-awareness, as reflected in this Chinese expression, means that you need to have a deeper connection with your desires, your wants, your needs, and your fears, your doubts, your dreams, your hopes, your guilt, the things that you have kind of ignored in the process of adulting. And self-awareness is really put into practice when you are intentionally letting go of controlling other people's perception of your choices or of how you act, how you are in the world. And hopefully this video gives you more reason and more motivation to really take the time, right? Take the time during the week to slow down. Don't go into hustle mode all the time. Really like slow down and get to know yourself because it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it because I have done these things for myself and it has made my life continuously better over time, and that is the reason why I'm able to actually just stand here and make the videos for you. Making video is very new to me. It is not something that I have mastered, and it is something that I just really started recently. And that's another thing. People really like to box themselves into categories. I'm a huge introvert. I'm extremely introverted. I feel like some people cannot tell right away, but I cannot be in a crowd of people for a prolonged period of time. Even if I like you very much, even if I like the people I'm with very much, if I spend a long time in a large group of people, my social battery just go ew, like it goes down, like my energy just drains itself. So yeah, I'm an introvert, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy giving presentations and workshops. I do that all the time. I teach, I coach, I counsel, and I make videos for you guys. And so all of these, despite being an introvert, all of these make me very happy. And so yeah, hopefully this video gives you more reason to just slow down, take the time to know yourself. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also to the weekly newsletter. You can find the link below the video. Until next time, bye for now.